I've showed you the other day how to transplant seedlings in a using the bulk method in some 6-packs. Let me do some solo cups for you. And just to tell you, I absolutely prefer solo cups for plants that I'm going to plant. I'm going to use here in my garden because they just seem to develop such a much better root system than 6-packs. But a lot of people like to buy 6-packs for that reason. I do 6-packs. I showed you how to separate, but let me do it again. And basically, you will should have had all this moved around before I invited you in my barn. You're gonna have this bulk planting, and it's just all intertwined. Everything is all together. I use some sort of device, either a knife or in this case, sometimes I'll scoop in there with that, and you'll just get a chunk of them. You see how that's just they're all intertwined, all together, and you just pull them apart. Sometimes I'll leave a little bitty one right there. I'll leave that little small one. I shake off the excess dirt, especially in a solo cup. Again, solo cups are easier. 6-packs are so small, you have to be kind of careful. Solo cups are easy. Just make you a hole. You can go real deep with these, which is what I like, because it's going to develop roots. These are tomatoes, going to develop roots all the way up. Take another one, make a hole, push it down in there, and I go. These are some of these 6-8 inches tall, but if I can have 2 inches sticking up out of the ground, I'm fine. That's probably right at 8 inches tall, a couple of those. And just separate them real gently. You don't want to go crazy. And then hold. Push it down in there. Go as deep as you can or as deep as you want to. Hold. Ream it out a little bit. Shake off the excess dirt so it'll go down the hole better. And then I use that Sharpie to kind of push it down. And a little small one, a little short one, you don't have to go quite as deep. But I'm going to get that sucker in there pretty deep. I mean, you don't have to go as deep with your hole because obviously you don't have as large of a transplant seedling to put in there. Push it down in there. And as you're pushing, you're kind of packing the dirt around it. You want to seal up around those roots real well. Hole. Push it down in there. Try some solo cups. These are probably, I think these are 12 ounce. And the main reason is because they fit in this tray. I've got a little 18-pack tray here, and the 16 ounce won't fit in here right. They're too wide at the mouth, and therefore they're packed together and they're not good. So that's the reason I chose these. But I like the translucent solo cups. I tried the red and blue last year. Red solo cup. Anyway, and the translucent ones here are what I call the clear ones, even though they're not clear. You know what I'm talking about. That you can kind of see through it, but not really. These grew a better root system, and the plants were stronger and taller and prettier and everything else with these as compared to the red solo cups. So I like these. I like the translucent ones. I think I learned my lesson. So I'm going to, that's what I'm going to use from now on. There's a good root system right there. Try to get her all down in there. And you may hear a little tearing of roots when you're pushing it down in there, but again, like I told you before, if you don't break that stem, I can almost guarantee you, unless you just absolutely have a black thumb, that it's going to work. It's going to take. I shake the dirt off, ream it out, put it in, and I can do an 18-pack in just no time at all. Little bitty one like that, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I just won't poke as big a hole because it's not going to go down as far. Cover it up. That little puppy will be 12 inches tall here in a little while. Excuse me. But that's the way to do it. Try if you want a bigger plant, good hardy root system, transplant. If you use the bulk method, transplant into one of these solo cups. Or you can use a solo cup to even start your seed. But again, this is all about the bulk method because that's the name of the video. That's why. So, I think I've told you everything I know. Dadgummit, didn't take long. Didn't take long, did it? Okay. I don't know whether you're ready to plant or not. I'm getting close. I'm getting pretty dang close. We got a cold night tonight, cold night tomorrow night, and then after that, I'm not going to put them in the ground until probably April 1st, but I'm just thinking about it, you know. I'm already thinking about it. They're definitely going to go to the greenhouse, and if we get some cold nights, I'm going to have to heat the greenhouse. So, but these will be in the greenhouse shortly. They need water. I forgot to tell you that. I told you in the first one. Let me tell you now. When you transplant them, water them. Those roots are real dry. You pulled all the wet dirt off of them and you put them down in some dry soil. It's going to wick that any moisture that thing had in there. So make sure you water these real well. I will water these from above right now, and then when they go in the greenhouse, they'll be under my misting system. If you don't know what I'm talking about, search in my channel for misting system in the greenhouse or misting system. Just put mist in there or misting, and I've probably got 2 or 3 videos in there about how to make one. So this is it. Bulk planting in solo cups. They could be red, they could be a lot bigger. I chose these. These are probably, again, 12 ounces, I believe. Let me look at the sack. Let me look at the bag. 12 ounce. 12 ounce. So that's what I chose. 16 ounce works fine, but it just doesn't sit in my little thing here. That's why I chose the 12. Hope that helps you. Hope you can get started on your garden. I know some of you are itching to do that.